Seemed like about time to do another garden update. This is my broccoli and cauliflower. They've done really good. Here was my potato bed. They did really good for such a small patch. Got a couple of bushels, planted 10 pounds, got a couple of bushels. I think that's good. Two kinds of cabbage coming up, or coming on. Got Chinese cabbage and regular, just green cabbage. They should be able to pick in the next couple of weeks. I just pulled some sorry garlic. It just didn't produce well in this bed. Don't know what's wrong. That lettuce is about to bolt. Feed it to the chickens tomorrow. They are headed to bed tonight. Going to bed with the chickens. It's a few minutes after 8. Head down to the main garden. I've got all this stuff over my gate. I don't want deer to come in here. I just did some watering. It's been a couple of weeks since we got any rain. Excuse me while I step under the fence here. This is my corn. It is really doing well. I put 2 wheelbarrow loads of composted chicken manure on it this afternoon. I have next to it a row of cow horn, okra. Came up really spotty. I got enough to feed more than we'll ever eat though. That stuff produces until the first frost. And then following that I have cucumbers, squash, and zucchini in this row. And over here I have a hodgepodge. I had sweet peas in this, English peas, in this row. And they were also very spotty. At the end there's some really sorry onions. Didn't do good on them this year. But I had some leftover tomato plants. I stuck those out, which they haven't been staked yet, but they are doing really well. And beside them I have 2 rows of, I did some watering and that tripod's in my way right now. I have 2 rows of, these are Roma tomatoes here. And I had a problem with cutworms early in the year. And I replaced them. I was out of the ones I had raised. So I went uptown and bought some, mostly early girls. This row here is Jet Star and the replaced early girls. Really proud of my tomatoes. They're bearing like crazy. In fact, we got 2 of the patio tomatoes. I got 1 plant down at the end, and my wife and I shared. She got 1 and I got 1, first ripe ones for this early. It's awesome to have that. I've never had a tomato get ripe in May before. This is butter beans. They're beginning to bloom. Beside them is pinto beans. I planted a row of contender green beans, and I have got like a half a dozen. That's been 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they're not doing well at all. Well, they didn't come up, so I mean, the ones that came up are doing fine, but the rest of them aren't doing too good. And over here I have 8 hills of watermelon. These are the super sweet, I forget the exact variety, the small icebox, some people call them icebox watermelons. They'll be thinned out a little as the days go on. But anyway, that's a view on this late Sunday evening. I believe it's the 27th or the 28th of May in the year of our Lord 2023. One chicken decided to sleep on the porch, looks like. God bless you guys. Have a great evening and a great week.